Hello and welcome to Val's Crafty Creations. Thanks so much for stopping by today. For the month of January, the Crazy Crafty Ladies had 10 different events we could sign up for. And of course, I had to pick my most favorite, the die cut swap. So today I'll be sharing with you the final selection of die cuts and how they all turned out. I saw we were going to go ahead and do a Valentine's theme. I purchased this bow with the dangling hearts. Because it's small, it wouldn't take up too much paper. And so I looked in my paper stash and had just gotten this pack from Michael's. Started cutting out my strips, thinking that would be the best way to get the most out of my paper. And the remaining piece of the first sheet. So I cut several, as you can see here. And then when the hearts started falling out, I thought, well, how am I going to be able to match up enough hearts for each one? So I started to think, well, maybe I could just bag them up separately. This month we need to die cut 21 die cuts, and I decided I was going to do 2 different ones, and so that's a lot of die cutting. And then bagging up and matching up all the different hearts. So I looked at my stash and I found the Crazy Crafty die set that I really like. The choice to do either just the plain tickets or the strip with the smile, laugh, and love. And I thought, well, it has love, so I think that would work for Valentine's. I took 2 more of the sheets and I went ahead and cut those in half. This one here, I was kind of experimenting, so that I'll share that in a sec here. So I ended up getting my 21 ready to go, and then I have a few extras to share in a couple other swaps that are coming up. That all worked out, got that all done. I'll just make a note in the group that if they want to sand the letters, that looks really nice. Ready to go off to Barb. And I'm going to just save these other bits and use those on some other projects. So, yep, I've had this Crazy Crafty die set in my stash for quite a long time, and I've used it for a number of projects. So for the November swap, I did share my little trees. I mentioned I was just going to go ahead and leave all the little bits in the trees because they were so intricate. And you can see these 2 ended up with some damage here at the top. Well, they didn't like having to weed out all the little bits, even though they pretty much fall right out. Didn't want to choose a die that had a lot of intricate parts. I even thought about these cute little keys, but I mean, there's a little bit of weeding that would have to go on, so I skipped over that. So then I looked at my die sets and came up with this Sugar Pea Designs set here, and it comes with the 2 sizes of postage stamps and the X and the O, and then the circle and the star, and it says sending wishes. And so I thought, wow, that would be really neat, cut out of the red. It'd be a nice red background that they could have for on a card. And then I'm going to run out of paper. Oh, do I have enough pink paper? How can I make that work so that I can end up with the 21 dies that I need? Not get almost done and then run out of paper. And so I've never tried it before, but I thought, what if I tape the heart die to the inside and I cut them both, do it out of black paper, as I had not too long ago got that new 50 sheet pack from Michael's, and so I knew I definitely would have enough black paper. So I went ahead and die cut one of those just to see how it was going to work out. I was liking how it was coming together, so I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and cut my sheets in half, and I would get 4 per sheet. Then as I started to do that, I realized if I actually cut a strip for 2, that I could actually get 3 this direction. And so I figured, so 5 per sheet, then I would need 4 sheets Well, of course, that would only be 20. So, unfortunately then, that meant I had to cut up a 5th sheet. So, I went ahead and did that. Strips cut. And this is how it came out. Those are my 2 that I didn't need, but I'm going to go ahead and die cut a few more of these. So then also I was left with a little strip in the middle, so I'll just go ahead and trim these up and save those for some kind of type of project. So it was great that I did a little bit more planning and saved myself a little bit of time by not having to cut up even more sheets. So this is how it came together. I have my 21 postage stamps with the heart cut out of the middle, and so they get kind of a bonus die cut this month, but I thought this would be perfect, so then they could create a shaker window with this one here, and or incorporate the ticket onto their project somehow, maybe layer them up. But I thought that would all coordinate together. Once I saw I had that little bit of red paper left, I went ahead and did the one, and then I got to thinking, well, I could die cut at hearts, but I'd already done the tickets, so then I was like, well, save this for something else. Oh, and I even thought of run them through the die cutting machine with the new 3D embossing folder that Deanna gifted me, but so this is what I'm sending off this month. Happy to have the first swap all done and ready to send out. And then I looked at the list of events and I saw that under the birthday club, it was Barb's birthday this month. So I wasn't going to sign up for the birthday club because I just didn't want to add too much to my list of things to do. But because I'm sending this off to Barb, I thought, oh, I definitely need to include a birthday card for her. So I got out this spring market set that I had purchased from Donna and whipped up a card really quick. And actually, so I had a scrap of the black paper, so I was able to do the large postage stamp die cut for the back. Use some of the floral paper, some of the stickers. This flower pot here is popped up. Got this little flower cluster down here. I had these fuchsia colored gems in my stash handy right over here, so I added those. And then inside I have 4 of the little paper butterflies from Dollar Tree. And then in my recent haul, I had picked up a couple packs of these white flowers, and I thought that she would enjoy those. She's always asking for flowers in our monthly wishes event, and so, yeah. And then I used my favorite little rubber stamp and wrote her a little quick message there. And then I thought that I would go ahead and package it up in one of these market bags that I gotten from Donna. So that'll be there. Just go ahead and stick those inside. Stick it in the bag with the butterflies. So that'll be all in there. And then I put together just a little band from the new ribbon that I picked up at Dollar Tree. It's going to be on there, and I made sure that it said happy birthday right there across the front. And I'll probably do a little blue dot right there under the back just to kind of keep it from sliding off. So there's that. And then my die cuts are set and ready to go. Every month we have to do a self-addressed stamped envelope. Obviously an envelope to her with enough stamps on it. That wraps up the first swap for the Crazy Crafty Ladies Facebook swap group. I'm going to go ahead and get this in the mail off to Barb. And I will be back soon with swap number 2, the mixed media item swap. You take care, and we'll see you again soon.